Generally speaking, most men have been taught that being a good man means being at everyone's disposal. And you can see examples of that on every level. At the same time, most good men naturally care for everyone around them. From just being a good spirit, having a good heart. But if you look around, you'll notice the good men have been getting the shortest end of the stick. And we can see that on, again, several different levels. This week I wanted to speak about the mental health of men and just how they are treated overall. And more specifically, how they treat themselves. If you consider yourself to be a good man and you know that you're always overextending yourself, you know that you take care of the people around you more than you should, you know that you've given the people around you more of yourself than you should, it's time to switch it up. Everyone that I know has experienced the loss of a man taking their life, or they know someone that is going through the loss of a male by suicide. I don't know about y'all, but that bothers the fuck out of me. And I honestly think it's unacceptable. Because why? Everyone gets a million chances. Everyone gets unconditional everything. Everyone gets grace through excuses. Except for the best men that we have on this planet. To be honest, I've never liked it. But at this time, statistics have been backing up what we've been experiencing with the recent surge in male suicides. And it's not just you and your circle. Men have been killing themselves like never before. And women, I want you to ask yourself, what does that mean for you? If the best men, the men with the biggest hearts, are deciding that they don't want to be here anymore. Now, I could say what we should do as women, but we all know how that goes. I just want to speak to the men. As a woman that was raised by a man, well, of course, my mom was there too, but I've been loved by men, protected by men. And I have male friends that have. Personalities, hearts, standards, morals that are to be respected and loved and appreciated. So I care about y'all. It's time for you all to care about yourselves. You're not any less of a man because you decide to take care of yourself. You're not any less of a man because you decide that you only want healthy connections. And you're not less of a man because you choose yourself over a woman. Now, with what I just said, I'm sure those that have been used to traumatic experiences with men, I'm sure you thought of all type of objections, but understand, remember I said good men. If you don't know what that is, it's probably because, if you're grown and you don't know what that is, it's probably because you're not a good person yourself. So you don't know any good men. But there are men out there who give their entire selves to the world. There are men out there who start off good and then end up dark. Not because they're not man enough to take on all of the world's negativity with a smile, but because they're human and can only take so much. So again, men, if you're feeling drained, if you're feeling depleted, if you're feeling like no one cares about you, I want you to understand that's only true with the people that you experience it with. There are people out there who love and care about you. and don't even know you. I'm one of them. And I guarantee you, the moment you start to just love yourself, the people who don't love you enough won't be appealing to you anymore. And your reasons for staying around them won't make sense anymore. Then you'll start to come across people who see your value, who say, wow, I just want to pour into you just because you are good. Forget everything that you've learned about being a man that disregards your natural rights as a human being. Naturally, you deserve respect, consideration, forgiveness, uplifting, help, love, peace, happiness, liberty. And whatever your heart desires that does not harm you or another person. We need you. Good men, we need you. That is why this world that is evil tends to beat you down. But what you have to do is be strong enough to follow your own path. You have to be strong enough to say yes and no. And you have to find the value in yourself. You, just naturally you. When you're doing nothing. When you're watching TV. Your natural value, your smile, your humor, your talents, your strength, even if your strength has been buried, is still there because of who you are. And now I want to speak specifically to the black men because I am black and I do hold them dearest to my heart. And you can take that how you want to take it. But black men, there is no one that God has given more to than you. God does have favorites. The world will drain you because you are a source. God will uplift you because you are His. You are His joy. You're not His source. So, regardless, regardless of what this world has told you about you, understand that as long as you are controlled and influenced by the people around you, you will be misused. Black men, as scary as it may be, because a lot of you may have to cut off your own mothers. A lot of you may have to cut off the woman that you sleep with every night. A lot of you may have to cut off your sisters, your uncles, your fathers, the very people that you think have made you, the very people that you think you wouldn't be here without. You're going to have to cut them off. You're going to have to do things that they told you makes you less of a man. But if it makes you more happy, do it anyways. Because if you have a good heart, if you're passionate, if you're good no matter what, we need you. You cannot let this world turn you sour. And if it has, I promise you, you can come back from it. You can come back from it. And rule the way that you're supposed to. All throughout history, good men have been praised in literature, in movies. So you know your value. Just because in real life it correlates to misuse most of the time, doesn't mean that that value isn't there. It just means that you have to protect yourself more than physically. You have to protect your mind. You have to protect your heart. And again, protecting your mind and heart may lead you to doing things that feel like you're actually breaking your mind and heart. But listen to me. If what you're doing is removing negativity from your life, do it anyways. And do it unapologetically. And understand that God is backing you up. Understand that God has made you to rule, be powerful, create, lead. You are not somebody's doormat. You are not a servant. You are not the only one that's supposed to control their emotions. You're not the only one that's supposed to be respectful. And you're also not the only one that needs guidance. So, black men, please start connecting to God. Stop letting people establish your mind and your heart. Because those very same people will break it. You have to get to the point where nobody is above you but God, because God is the only one that has your best interest at heart.